Hey, I'm Frank Sepe with NPCNewsOnline.com. I'm here with IFBB Pro Arash Rahbar, and he's going to make his debut at the New York Pro this year. All right, I know you train at the East Coast Mecca?
Yes, I do.
All right, what are you doing that's going to push you to the top of that, top spot? You got, what, 6 or 7 pros in that gym we're going to do that show?
Yeah, we got a lot of pros out there. Definitely drives you, training out at Bev's, there's something in the air over there, it's something different. Being around competitors, being around people that are serious about lifting in the sport definitely pushes you,
Now, we've heard from other competitors that it's very harmonious atmosphere and everybody gets along and they don't care who wins, as long as it's the best man. How do you feel about that?
I do my best to give a helping hand to everybody around me. I keep my hood on and my headphones on and I train hard. I do think it definitely is harmonious. I don't get a bad vibe from anyone in there, and that's the honest truth,
Now, you have a little bit more size than a lot of these guys. Now, going into the show, is it about losing muscle now as opposed to coming down in body fat?
That's never lose muscle. That's against my religion.
Yeah.
No, I think when you have more muscle, when you have more maturity, I've been doing this for a long time, it allows you the upper hand as far as conditioning, shaping your body, making some changes and adjustments. When you're fighting to get bigger and leaner at the same time, it's a little bit tougher. I have some maturity. I'm not super huge. I think when I give it 100% and I dial myself in, I'm the right size for men's physique. I've never purposely tried to lose muscle for a show.
Now, this is your first pro show, right? It's in New York. Does that hold a special feeling?
Absolutely, man. When people said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to do the New York Pro. It's a hometown show. It's definitely a stacked show, and a lot of people mentioned doing some other out-of-state shows, maybe a little easier, but I can't do that to myself,
As far as posing now, are you working with somebody, or are you kind of doing
Absolutely. I have a posing coach, the best in the sport, Kenny Wallish. He's my posing coach. Sam Baluch and Fakri Mobarak are my coaches. So I have the best in the business behind me, and it helps a lot, man. Having people guide you in the right direction, even if you know your stuff. Again, I've been doing this a long time, but I still need help tweaking. I still need someone else's opinion, especially when I get closer. It's difficult.
What do you think sets you aside from the other competitors?
Work. I have a ridiculous work ethic. I leave nothing to chance. My diet is impeccable. I give 110% every single day in the gym, and people always ask me, what is diet and training 50-50, 80-20? No, it's 100% training, 100% diet, and 800% mentality and mental focus for overall 1,000%. And if you don't give that, you're not going to be your best. It's as simple as that. I have people always asking me, and unless you're willing to do what I tell you or willing to give 1,000%, don't ask.
So, what in your mind, what is going to be? Is it going to be top 5? Is it going to be number 1? What are you looking to do? It's going to say, all right, I did okay.
Oh, I don't know. I can't say what I'm gonna place. I really don't. I don't look too much at other competitors, so I'm just gonna bring my best. I obviously do every show to win. I want to win. If I say anything different, I'd be lying. That's really what I want. But what will happen the day of, I don't know. If somebody is better than me that day, then they're going to beat me. But if I'm the best and I bring my best and it's better than whoever else is on that given day, then I'll be the victor.
Now, you turned pro pretty quickly, right? So, you didn't do that many shows. What did you do, 3 shows?
I did 3 shows, yeah. But,
what advice would you give? There's a lot of guys out here in the NPC, they're looking up to you. They're like, wow, this guy did it in 3 shows. Not an easy task at all, considering there's 500 to 1,000 competitors now at these shows. They're big shows. If you win, you deserve to win. So a lot of these guys now are looking at you and saying, wow, how did you do that? What kind of advice can you give them as far as, preparation for getting on the stage? You just said that you work a lot, you outwork your competitors. What advice would you give an up-and-coming guy to get his pro card?
Learn your body. Learn your body, do a lot of research, read. There's a lot of free information out there, and you guys see me on Instagram or you see me on stage, but you haven't seen me the past 10, 20 years. You don't see me putting in the work, the blood, sweat, and tears, so put in your work. A lot, this sport is growing and there's a lot of people opening up magazines and deciding to compete, which is great. I love that. I love seeing newcomers. I think they're the backbone of this sport. But it takes time, you know. It takes time. The sport is a sport that takes muscle maturity. You know, it takes a long time. So you got to put in the work. You really have to work hard and have a well-developed, well-rounded physique to actually step on stage and present it.
Now you have a bodybuilding background as well, right? Now, a lot of people out there will say, well, bodybuilding is a little bit harder to get in shape than men's physique. Now, doing both, how do you feel about that?
Well, I haven't competed as a bodybuilder, but I am a bodybuilder at heart. I mean, there's not much a bodybuilder does differently than me. I diet, I train heavy, I train hard, I train every single body part. You know, they're very similar, but they're worlds apart at the same time too. I feel like the comparison is like MMA and boxing. There's no comparison. They might be in the same ballpark, but there really isn't a comparison. You want to be a bodybuilder, be a bodybuilder. You want to be men's physique, be men's physique. There's nothing wrong with the other one. You know, I grew up, the reason I am who I am today is because of bodybuilding. I grew up looking at bodybuilders and aspiring to be like them, and I still consider myself a bodybuilder. I happen to compete in men's physique.
Gotcha. Okay, well, we wish you good luck, and you know, hope you do really well in the show, and we'll be there to cover, and we want everybody out there on npcnewsonline.com to come out to the New York Pro. And good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Cool.